Hello, Maurieo. Ask me anything. AMA. Annotative Dimensioning, Part 1, Annotative Text. The, the question that I have been asked relates to annotative dimensioning, but I think that it's not really. It's best if you look at annotative text first and then go across to dimensioning. So I'm going to do that. So I've started here with a little bit of a setup. I've set up two viewports, and obviously I've drawn these same things here. Now this viewport here, if we go into model space, you'll see the scale in there is 1 to 20. And this viewport here, the scale here is 1 to 50. So they're both the same. Well, I want to have the same information in both, but because they're at different scales, I want the text to be the same height. Now, when I set up my text, I always set it up as 2 millimeters high. Just checking my lighting here, having a few little lighting issues. So I always set up my text 2 millimeters high, and that's my standard text. So the first thing you need to really do is to set up your text style. So I've chosen an annotative style here, and annotative means that the text will change with the scale of things. So you'll see up here I've got annotative, and you'll see it's got the little blue end of the ruler there, of the scale ruler. If you look at the old school scale rulers there, got that little that shape to them. So I've got that in there, and I'm just going to go in here, and this is where we can manage our text styles. So I've got this one annotative there, and I've got it Arial, regular, annotative, must tick that box there, and I've got the paper text height of 2 millimeters. So whatever I want the height to be, it'll be 2 millimeters high, okay, regardless of scale. Now this is the simplest way of doing it. There are other ways of doing text, but if you stick to this, it's pretty simple, and you'll have less problems with this one than you do with others. So yeah, I'm just noticing that when I move my head, I get little bits of shimmering up in there. It's got something to do with the light, but I haven't quite worked it all out just yet. So yeah, so that's what we've got our text set up as, okay, and that's all set to current. So close. So that's our annotative text down there, and we're in model space. So the thing is that if I now I like to do all my lettering actually in model space, but through paper space, so that doesn't cause so many problems, but it's a bit interesting. So you really need to just have a look and have a bit of a play and a bit of a feel. Sometimes you've got to sort of go to and fro to get the actual right answer. So so I want everything to be 2 millimeters high. So I'm going to just do some single line text here, here like this, and single line, and I'm just going to put it in here. Well, I'll click in there, and that's all set up ortho like that, and I'm going to type in there rectangle like so. So that's the rectangle in there like that. Now the scale that I've got set in there is 1 to 20, so that'll be and that should be 2 millimeters high at that scale. Okay, and you'll see that it's also coming down here as well, which is quite interesting. It wasn't quite what I had expected. So let's just escape out of there for now. Okay, and let's have a look at this bit of text. So oops, I've got to push the escape button a bit more so that I've got back to my there. Now if we look at that bit of text there, and we look over here in the annotative scale, you'll see in there it's 1 to 20, okay, which is good. Okay, oh, it's disappeared from down there now, so it's 1 to 20. So that's the scale that it's at. So I'll just go like that, and that's fine. Now, I'll just put these other ones in as well. So single line, I'm just going to put in here pentagon. Like so, and I'm not too worried about lining them up. And in here, circle. Okay, all right. Now, just remember that these are the same circle in here, but at a different scale in this viewport here. So if we click into this viewport here, oh, doesn't seem, we've got to get out of, oh, what happened there? Oh, I've got all sorts of things going on. So that one there should be 1 to 20. Ah, but the paper text is 5 high. And the annotative, I don't know how that's occurred. That should be 2. Okay, that's better. I think that might have been a problem there. Oh, and circle's way over here for some reason. I'll just turn off the ortho and I'll put that up there. So now, and I'll just go to paper space here and just go extents and just make it big there. So this is paper space. So this one here is, we'll double click in there, the border's in there. So this is rectangle, and it's 2 millimeters high, and its annotative scale is 1 to 20, and it's annotative. And that should be the same for all these. Now, if we were to go down into here, we could write the same things in this scale, but that would be doubling up. So we can go into model here. Go into model here, and you can see that they're all written in there. There's only one set of things there. But if we click on this here, and that we've got it set at 1, or we've got it set at 1 to 50 there. Now there's a little thing here that it says show annotative objects. Here it says add scales to annotative objects when the annotative scale changes. So if I go in here to 1 to 20, which is the top one, they should all be good. And then if I go into here at 1 to 50, they get bigger like that. So, and then if we just click on here, and you'll see in here the annotative one here. Oops, I see what my problem is. If you click in here, the annotative, you can see that there's 2 scales on the list, 1 to 20 and 1 to 50. So that's all good, and you'll see that that's the same here. If you look at both of them, where is it? Here it is here. You'll see that 1 to 20, 1 to 50, and similarly here, like so. Alrighty. Okay, so that's good. And so then if we come down here and we swap 1 to 20, it'll be smaller because that's a smaller scale. But if we then go back to the layout, you can see that they're in both layouts and they're at the same size. They're both hopefully 2 millimeters. Now I'll show you how to check for 2 millimeters. This is the height of the thing here. If we're in paper space always measures in millimeters. So if we do C for circle here, and let's just draw a circle 1 millimeter in radius, you can see that that'll be a 2 millimeter diameter circle, and that'll be the exact height of that lettering. All right, so that's always a good way to check. Just go into paper space and check your heights as to what you wanted, and you can, I think everyone can see that they're the same height here. Now there is another little thing up here, is add current scale, so we can click on there and that adds the current annotation scale to the selected objects. This is the scale list, which you can adjust. This is add and delete scales here, and this is sync table positions. Now if you go into model here, you can see that if you grab this, when you click on that, you can actually have the you can have two like that, and they can be different. So like when you turn, or you can move this one here as well, so you could move that up there like so, and this one here you can move, so that would be in the other viewport, so you could have it like that. And then if you go to 1 to 50, like so, go to 1 to 50, puts them back there, and there's the sync table positions. So here you can click that there, and it'll put them back in the same places, hopefully. So if you go to 1 to 20, oh, they're up there, but if you go like that, click them, and then sync table positions, you can see it'll put them all back so that they're actually up there. So if we go like so and click this to 1 to 50, they'll all be up there. So that's a little bit of functionality in there. Add the current scale if you want to, and then you've got these little toggles down here. This will always show annotation objects. This is add scales to when the annotation scale changes, so you can turn that off and on if you want to. An annotative scale of the current view, click to adjust the scale. That's just that whole box there, I think. Yeah, so yeah, I think you probably get the idea now. If we go back to the layout here, okay, and we can see in there that some things that, those ones there have gone out of the, they're up there and out of the way, I would think. I'll just go back to the model and just drag them back down to there perhaps, and that one as well. Oh, that one won't, that'll be alright. So we'll put that there, put that one in there. Okay, and sync scale positions. Everything should be back to normal, well, back to what transpires as normal. So there you go, those ones are in the middle and those ones in the middle, and they're all 2 millimeters high. So that's a little bit around the functionality of the annotative text, and I think you have to really construct your own knowledge, work it out for yourself, and get it sorted from your own point of view, and then move on from there. So in the next installment, we'll have a look at annotative scale, which is sort of similar, but we'll move on a little bit from there. So yep, cheers, see you. Oh, having a bit of trouble here. Stop.